Welcome back, friends. We are in for another day of farming. So we've got a little bit to get done today. We are going to clear out all of these trees real fast because we're going to get our field put in over here, created, plowed, however you want to look at it. We are building our field over on this stretch here. If I hit the right button, wow. I don't know why I did that. Come on. Why won't you lower? What the heck is going on here? There we go. I wasn't set to that. All right. We are going to get our field put on over here. So I'm going to clear out all of these trees real fast. And we're going to go ahead and take that one over on the edge of the field because that keeps messing things up. We do have all of our fields here replanted with grass so that we'll be able to get a grass harvest and have our little bit of a cover crop. I don't think I'm going to do another logging episode for a couple here. I mean, we could spend really as much time as we wanted to logging in here, but I want to get all of our crops going and planted. Well, they're planted, but I guess get them growing and be able to harvest them again here, because that's where we're really going to be making all of the money. So I think that was it on the trees here. So yeah, the goal is going to be to get going on our crops rather than just spending all of the time logging. And I know I just built the whole sawmill setup over here and I'm really not utilizing it as much as I should be, but that's okay. All right, let's hit our last tree over on the side of our field. Then I can dump all of these wood chips and we'll get on to our next task, because after... Well, yeah, we'll start filling that up first. We need to build this field, plow this field out, and we need to go and pick up all of our manure from the cow barn. I'm finally going to get around to that because the biogas plants here are completely empty. And I mean, it's going to be what, at least 1 month, I think 2 months until I have grass again to do some silage to put in. I've also got to check, I might have some silage in the one factory that we can move over. In fact, we'll do that right away here. Let me put the tree devourer away because I don't need it. And I don't really want to put it right behind the mowers there. We're going to come put it over this way. I don't remember if I had it over here, but this is where it's going. Alright, drop that. We're still going to need our trailer here. I want to keep using the smaller trailer. I know I can fit more product into the big trailer, but I think this will be a lot easier to get in and around back by the cow barn. That big trailer might be a little bit too big for that. So let's check if I have any silage in here, because I think I might. I got stone. I got a lot of stone. Silage. Yeah, I got a little bit of silage, not much. We will drop this off. I think my fertilizer factories might be filled up here too right now, but I'm not going to worry about that. I think we're going to try running digestate the next time we fertilize. As much as I like... Ooh, did you still have some in there? No, you're empty. I thought that was. We're just going to dump it over here. I'm not even going to bother turning it on because it's going to run through this tiny bit so fast, but since we grabbed it, we might as well bring it over here, you know? There we go. All right. I think we're going to run digestate the next time we fertilize, and I might end up selling off some of the solid fertilizer. I suppose I'll still need it for our planter no matter what, our seeder. So maybe I won't worry about it. I don't know. We'll see. Really, the only thing we're fertilizing is the grass fields, which we might try rolling again first, because yes, you do get a bigger benefit out of rolling them than you do out of fertilizer. But for precision farming, since we have that on, we need the fertilizer. All right, I'm going to drop this over here. And hopefully... Yeah, I should be able to leave this out here while I use the conveyor belt. We're going to go pick up our conveyor belt that I bought. Which means I probably could use the bigger trailer. We'll see how quickly that fills up and how much manure I have right there. I'd really rather not go grab the bigger trailer. I guess I don't really have a great reason for it, but I'd like to use the small one. It's a little bit easier to maneuver in and around all the factories too. That might be why I want the smaller one as opposed to the big one. Alright, here is our new conveyor. And if you have used the conveyor belts, you might say that this is wrong, I need something to pick it up. But this one is a modded one. This one will pick up directly from the ground without me having to use a separate piece to load from the ground. This is going to be a whole heck of a lot easier than using two pieces. And it's faster. This one has an upgraded speed to it, so we should be good to go. And I will just bash into the trailer, because why not? Alright, let's pop around here. I've got a little bit of manure in there too. And I've got a little bit in our actual used cow barn. I don't know why it started moving all of the manure over to this barn. It just kind of started sharing it over for some reason. There we go. Alright, we'll detach right there in front of our gate here. We hop out. We gotta open this gate. Now I have to try and wiggle this guy in. Okay, this might be a problem. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it, you can do it. Yes! Yes! Alright, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to turn the help menu back on here. Alright, now we need to unfold our conveyor belt. And we will open that up and extend it out. And I'm going to have to go move the trailer to line it up. Hopefully this stays long enough. I might have to end up getting something else if this doesn't go far enough out there. That should be fine though. I mean, it's just a matter of when we have to start moving that back more. If the pickup range isn't that big. I haven't actually used this conveyor before or much, because I do typically just use the forage pickup anymore. But I didn't really feel like trying to maneuver that inside. I totally could have used the big trailer, I guess. We'll see. If this, like, instantly fills up, I guess we'll need to get the big trailer. That was a bad lineup. Alright, let's back up here. And line it up horribly again. Alright, that should work. That should work just fine. Now we need to get into here and turn on our conveyor belt. There we go. We are filling that up. Very quickly. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We might be missing the tiniest bit back here, but it looks like we're getting everything. Weirdly, it doesn't say our maneuver is going down out of this at all, so... I mean, heck, maybe it's pulling out of everything? I mean, that'd be kind of actually nice for me if it's pulling out of, like, the center as well. It shouldn't be. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. You've got about another 40,000. There, we're already done. Oh, no, we're not. Maybe more spawned back in? Is that what happened? I don't know. But we are almost filled. We're at 80%. It should be able to hold all of it. Or close to all of it. Now maybe we filled up? Yeah, we filled up. We're at 200,000. Alright. That's fine. We'll turn this off and head back to our biogas plant. So I guess I should have grabbed the large one because this is going to end up being 2 loads, but I mean, that's okay. We can make 2 trips back and forth. That's still not going to be that long or that difficult. We aren't that far away from the biogas plant or anything. And we can drive over the field since it's a grass field. We're not going to destroy any crops. Our grass field that I really do need to expand right there too. Maybe that'll be... Well, you know, no, that'll get done once I plow it and do the cornfield. Or cultivate it and I'll plow that section. I do need to get new soil samples everywhere too. But I'm not going to worry about that yet. Alright, let's dump all that in. Now I can turn on my manure production. Boom. And at least I can produce something out of here still. I know I'll go through it real quickly. I mean, you can see how quick that electric and the digestate are ticking up there. I mean, it's not going to last long. We can fill that up with silage completely and it'll be gone by the end of the month or the end of the day, basically. So it won't last super long, but at least it's something. Something more than nothing. I would much rather be producing than not. I hope it's not coming over too loud there on my microphone. One of my neighbors is out mowing their lawn right now, and it almost sounds like they're mowing my lawn, but I know they're not. Because my cameras would be going nuts if they were. And the dogs. Alright. That can get dropped there again. Come on, let me jump. There we go. Turn on the conveyor belt. It's still saying it has manure, but it definitely doesn't have any manure. So we can turn that off. We can go pick the manure up from the manure heap as well. And we will just have all of this mostly cleaned up. There is still a little bit in the other cow barn that I'm just not going to worry about because it's not enough for me to bother with. No, don't run into the bale wall. Come on, right through here. There we go. Because then I can just use the fill point here and not have to actually bring over a conveyor or a bucket or anything else to fill out of there. And come on. Come on. There we go. We are filled. We will dump this into the biogas, and then we can start plowing our new field. I mean, I suppose I could plow right over here too, but we're not going to worry about that today. I would have to get it completely finished for it to really matter with anything with grass, and that won't be that much more of a field. Oop. Where am I going? Ooh, drifting tractors! Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. That is all filled out. And I won't need this trailer for a bit, will I? I don't believe so. So we'll bring it back around in here. I am going to need that rock picker. So we'll detach this and we'll hook up to the stone picker here, but I'm not going to go anywhere with it yet. Alright, there we go. Let's grab our case that's sitting over here waiting to plow. And get to making a new field. Exciting, exciting. We are going to start it pretty much right where it's at. I know I'm leaving a good amount of space there, but I kind of want to leave a good amount of space. Get this pulled up so we can get our angle correct. Because especially like the cedar that I have, it takes so far to turn around. In fact, we're going to go about right there. Okay, lower. Create fields and drive. All right, there we go. You know, everything I've said about FS25 and some of my other videos, I am starting to get excited for it. I really am. And I really hope that we see a lot more come FarmCom. Or not FarmCom, Gamescom, whatever it is. I really hope we're going to get more of what we're looking for, more of what everybody's looking for. I'm not holding my breath for it, but I think no matter what, it's going to be a good game. And I will probably be getting it. I'll almost guaranteed be getting it and be putting out content for it. I understand if you don't want to buy it. I really do. I think Giants really needs to do a lot better job of communicating. I mentioned in a comment that I think they should be putting out an alpha or a beta test, something. And I know someone commented back that I must not understand that that's what small companies do and not big companies. But, you know, there's big companies that have done it. Beta testing, beta gameplay like that, it's early access gameplay, however you want to look at it. It's really beneficial, both from the fact that it helps you with bug testing, helps, you know, find bugs, but also just for the fact that it does help with your marketing promotion. It gets people more excited about it, especially if maybe you don't put a couple features in until the end and you tell everyone, hey, this is not the finished game, this is early access, and here's these extra features we plan on implementing into the final game, or extra brands or whatever. I mean, heck, they could come out with the early access and only have, you know, 5 tractors in it and just say, look, this isn't for us to be testing the tractors, this is to test the gameplay mechanics. Or they could have the tractors in it without branding or something. You know, there's a lot they could do if they wanted to, and that's kind of the key there, is if they wanted to. And it seems like they don't, and that's fine too. And I do understand that data gets put out little by little to drip feed and to try and create more excitement for the game. But I think that they're kind of failing at it with the way they're doing it. I think that instead of creating excitement, they're kind of creating a detriment to themselves, where people are getting upset and losing excitement for the game because they aren't seeing things that they want to see, and they aren't seeing much. You know, it's not like a new farming simulator is anticipated the same way that GTA 6 is anticipated. So we'll see. Hopefully FS25 will be an amazing, fantastic game, and we will all love it, and any of the naysayers will be wrong. I don't know that I expect that to be the case by any means, but we'll see. Either way, it's a new game, it's new content, it's new things to do. Alright, we are almost to the end of where I want to stop here. I should probably even go a little bit further and get rid of all those trailers and stuff. We're going to stop right here. And we're going to line up on the back edge here just in case I'm not perfectly aligned on my right edge. Because for some reason I get real picky about most fields. And I went a little bit too far back, but oh well. Alright. We are just about perfect here. And I want to leave a pretty big gap over on this other side between the fields, because I do use such large equipment on these fields that I don't want to be destroying something if I do this as corn too. Originally, I was going to do this would only ever be a grass field, because that way I don't have to worry so much. And if, you know, I drive over the field, it won't affect anything. But I think the more and more I've thought about it, we're going to want to do as much corn as we possibly can for the next corn harvest. So this is probably going to be a cornfield too, because that's our biggest money maker, is going to be the corn, because it produces all of our really cheaty cake. And the more corn we have, the more cake we'll have, the more money we have exponentially. I mean, yes, I make money off of the grass going into the biogas plants and feeding the cows to make milk to make cake, but you know, the profit margin isn't really there the way it is with the corn to the cake. The more corn I can make, the more cake we'll make, and that'll work out better than anything else. Alright, so I'm going to get this field finished up here. All right, let's get this off to the side. I'm not going to worry about putting it away exactly yet, just kind of out of our way here. And we need to grab our 4755 again. Once I get down there, I'm also going to need to go around and do soil samples still. This new field will need them for sure, and I need them elsewhere. Maybe I should buy a new little buggy for that or something, you know? Something small and fast. Right now, maybe we'll just grab this new field setup and not worry about doing them on anything else. Alright, let's get you unfolded. We'll come get to the edge here. And hopefully this will work better than it has the last few times. It should, because I'm just going to start it at this side, and I don't think we should have that trailer overloaded too badly. Alright, now let's grab one of our little electric Hurlemans and the soil sampler so I can get those samples done. Because then as soon as I've got enough done with the stone picker there, I should be able to start seeding. Because we want to make sure that our seeding gets done today so that it'll start growing with the rest of the fields. Alright. Take our massive soil sampler down. I'm just going to kind of go right into the center so that I can maximize how much space I'm taking on either side of the field too. And we'll start sampling right here. I am going to need the help window on again. Ooh, what did I just do? I was starting to fold it. Alright, soil sample taken. Yeah, I should grab some little fast buggy or something, one of the trucks, something that'll let me do a little bit of a further drive faster. I know I'm taking way more soil samples than what it looks like it needs, but I'd like to maximize our side to side here. Alright, I think we're gonna pop back in a few minutes because I don't think anybody really wants to watch me driving around taking soil samples all over, and while that stone picker is still going, and I'm gonna need at least like probably 3 swipes with it before I can actually really start seeding. So I will get everything sampled up here and I'll see you guys shortly. Alright, we are starting to get this field seeded, so it will definitely be good to go come, you know, our harvest time on our grass in, what, 2 months from now. So, last thing we're going to do here is I'm going to let our worker take that over. I have been having some trouble with them still running into the poles and stuff, so I will have to kind of fix our workers here and there. But last thing we're going to do is we have one last cake sale to do here for a while, because we do have our prices dropping again. You know, let's turn off that help window. That's a little bit in the way. So if we look at our cake prices here, we're dropping, but right now we're still doing pretty darn good there. So let's go sell this off, hopefully without filling up any of our containers here. Get out of the way of those. Let's go sell off all of the cakes we have at the moment for one more big payday, which is probably going to be our last big payday in a while. Because until cake prices go back up, or at least, you know, the next one will probably be more like February or so when we can sell off some of the wood chips we have stored up. But even that won't be a massive sale. But, you know, we'll sell them off. Just like we're going to keep selling off everything to try and make as much as we can to get to our $100 million goal. And maybe the $1 billion mark, because I think we're just going to end up taking this to $1 billion. I don't think it'll take that much longer, especially if I just skip ahead a few months after our next corn harvest till when it can have everything processed. So let's get all this sold off and see where we are at. I might also buy another forestry piece of equipment because there is one of the nice leave hire log grab mods that are currently in the used market. Not that I need to buy anything used, but you know, why not? I do need to back our ramp up a little bit here. If I can. This might be a problem. You know, do I have to fold this first, maybe? Yeah, there we go. There. All the way. Drop it. And forwards, just because that was starting to get moved a little ways away here. Alright, come on. It did start the engine. Alright, why are you not wanting to work? Start engine. There we go. Alright, so giant sail in 3, 2, 1, boom! There we go. Another 13, almost 14 million in cake. So, on that note, now that we are 3/4 to the $100 million goal, and yeah, we'll definitely do $1 billion because at this point, you know, we'll hit that goal regardless of our next harvest. So, I think that next harvest, once we redo all of this as corn, we'll end up hitting $1 billion. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Happy gaming.